Mine just quit.
Okay, well,
I'm good. I'm good.
They changed this up. Apparently it's on. We're broadcasting. Live. May proceed, sir.
All right. So we need to bring the meet the order here. 4 o'clock. I guess everybody need to approve the last month's meeting or minutes.
Motion.
All in favor? Aye. All right. Guess we got any old business?
Updates. Just so you're aware, we've got a lot of paperwork there in front of you. We have submitted our ALP phase 2 request for funding at 130,000, if I believe that was correct. See if what order we've got these in.
Yep. 130.
Yeah. And they are, that's for phase 2, plan set, and exhibit A. Let's see here. So, no. Master plan update consisting of an airport layout plan and narrative report is to identify future facility needs to serve current and future users. It's Kentucky Dam Airport M34, Mike 34. The product of this study will be an airport layout plan drawing set identifying proposed future development and a narrative report documenting the rationale for the proposed development. While all facilities will be reviewed, critical items identified for this study include development of additional hangar facilities, assessment of taxiway system per current FAA design standards, identification of any runway or approach improvement to increase the utility of the facility, update of exhibit A property map. So we are moving forward with that one. We're operating on an old version currently. It has not been updated in a while. So we also are submitted grants or applications for funding on several products, and that's what these SF 424s are. These are funding requests. The first one, the top one you have on there is for, if you look on the second page, number 15, that is phase 2 airport layout, plan set, narrative report, and exhibit A. And page 3 will give you the amount, 130. The next document you see is actually the ACIP, which is our airport capital improvement plan for 25 through 29. Now, what you'll see there is the total amount of requests, and then the types of projects they're working on. The funding source, AIP, is the airport improvement plan, which actually comes from the FAA. That's funding. It comes through them. BIL is the bipartisan infrastructure legislation that came out of Congress. It's a 5-year plan. We're going to utilize that portion. The largest portion will be for construction of the T hangar. We will use a little bit on the Pappy and Reel. And then the AIP will pick up the main cost of the Pappies and Reel replacement. And that's in next year's airport perimeter fence. That's coming out of the state themselves. Are working on that.
They had said when they was gonna try to do anything on that fence or
What's that?
on the fence.
Right now, it's in the hands of the finance cabinet. They're the ones that are in the process of procurement. So that's the holdup right now, is when they can get that through. But the Pappies and Reels should be done this next year in 25. The hangar, if you look, we're looking at design. And the state in 26 is set for the base for that. Okay, they're gonna put in the base, the pad,
Like they did before.
just like they did
Yeah.
the other one. And then the BIL money we're using for the hangar itself. We get 8 more units in there. But that should take care of it, not 25, but in 26, fiscal year 26, we should be able to get that taken care of. Well, I say that this is fiscal year 25 right now.
Right, right.
Fiscal year 26 will start July 1 next year. In 27, AIP and BIL monies will be utilized for airport rehab, apron rehab, I should say. And then the AIP for taxiway rehab. So they're looking at all the parking area and the taxiway,
It's
rehab those.
It's probably gonna need it by then anyhow.
Yeah.
So,
In 28, and again, these are all,
yeah,
we're starting here, okay? This thing will changes and becomes fluid as we go. It is that you can change it as needed. But in 28, we're looking at a double 60 by 60 box hangar site design. Access road improvement. And in 29, they've got the AWAS listed on here through AIP funding. And then the construction of the double 60 by 60 box hangar. So that's your 25 through 29 projects, capital improvement projects. Next, you'll see ACIP project. This is for the 10 unit. It's the 10 unit T hangar.
yeah, that's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. I was thinking 8, but it goes
odd.
10, doesn't it?
It's odd
Okay.
to have 10.
So, okay, I'm good with that. Do you have a picture of the location? Which basically is gonna be to the east of the existing new hangars. The double will be over on the west side.
Of the fuel tanks, yeah.
Mhm.
Have they talked about,
Happy's,
have they talked about maybe putting another taxiway into on this backside where you don't have to come all the way back in?
have not at this point. Again, that's something that could probably be brought out later.
Right.
But not at this point, we haven't, no. Might not be a bad idea to consider that.
Yes, but that way it gives you another entrance into the taxiway, you have to come all the way back through.
And you'll see on this sheet here that's got additional hangar. It's got showing actually 3 additional hangars, T hangars.
On the back, on the down.
2 on the east side, 1 below the old original hangar that we had.
Yep.
And then a box hangar down at the very bottom, which was supposed to be for an FBO. That's long range plans there.
Right, yeah.
So, but if we can get these T hangars in and get them full, then we'll have something that could draw in an FBO. There's no sense in trying to get an FBO hangar until we get enough aircraft to draw somebody's attention.
Well, I think at this time, we need to put more T hangers in instead of doing the 2 box hangers.
Granted. You'll see the design on the next page. You'll see the design of the Pappy's and Reel layout. They're gonna have to run new cable because of the type of
Yeah.
system that's going in. The old cable won't handle it, or not designed for it. It's also probably coming apart at this life and time. Or time in life, I got it backwards, didn't I?
But I know last time Hanson was here, they talked about adding 700 something feet on, or is that like fell through or?
Oh, additionally on the runway, yeah, it's dead. It won't give us anything. It won't move us out of general aviation, and it's not worth the money.
Unless
What
we
we
went
get, I mean,
5,000.
we're bringing in the planes that would come in anyway.
Right.
They're coming in here. I mean, if you look at the aircraft that have come in and out, I've had 39 jets
Oh, yeah.
that have come and gone through
it's just
the
the-
airport, and it's not a problem for them.
It's not the runway, it's their insurance is what it is. It's,
Exactly.
it's,
So, I mean, we've had well over 2,000 aircraft since the beginning of the year come and go that are documented. That doesn't count the ones that are not documented, that are not squawking, military or otherwise. Helicopters have really come up. We've had over 800 helicopter activity on helicopters, over 800 for the year so far. Oh, and then other types of aircraft make up the difference.
yeah, I was changing oil in our airplane the other night and 3 of the Chinooks was in
Yeah.
playing around there.
The Chinooks don't normally record their
No,
comings and goings.
No,
I will get a Black Hawk, not a Black Hawks, usually will, but I don't usually get the Apache. I'll get a Apache sometimes. But we've got more Apaches out there than are on the book.
yeah.
So,
I know the Chinooks, every now and then you can see them, but most of the time they don't show up.
yeah.
With, with this proposed Oak Grove development, are we gonna have to do any type of expansion? Do you think that we'll have additional usage from the airport with that development coming in, or is it?
No, there's no place to span.
Okay,
The biggest problem with that airport out there is, the most you could get is 750. They've killed that because it's a general aviation. You can't go into the slough because that's part of the lake, and they're not going to give that up, wetlands and all that. They don't do that anymore. They used to, but they just don't do it like they used to. You can't go to the west because I-24 is in the way. So that's the situation we run into. We're basically what we are
The only thing you could do.
until they start letting us stack aircraft on top.
Yeah.
And have an elevated runway or
But if you
something.
went in and done the 5,000, but it's not, it's like a threshold.
We can't even get 5,000.
Yeah, without taking some of the swamp there.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's-
or the other direction, there's a road.
Well, 750 is the only way you can go is to 750
road.
to the west, and that's it. And they won't give you that won't give you 5,000. You're still short
you
250.
would, yeah, you'd have to come back into the swamp and there, it's like.
You'd have to
pulling
cross
teeth.
the swamp basically,
Mm.
and they're not going to do that.
Had somebody ask me if, I don't know if any airports even do this. I'm unfamiliar with this. Privately built hangars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Is
we've
that
been
something we're
asked about
exploring?
that, but the problem with that is that doesn't belong to us. It belongs to the state. And if you're going to build a hangar there, you're going to have to build it to their standards.
Okay,
So the privately built air hangars are not going to be any cheaper than what we have to pay for them.
Like Dr. Wilson, Cody, and them that own Power Sport or, Thompson, and them, they built 2 private ones at Mayfield, but it's different land.
Yeah, and they're not owned by the state.
so they would have to
Mayfield's
apply
not owned by
through,
the state.
they would have to apply through the state, or how would they?
Yeah, they'd have to go to the state for
The state.
application on that.
Okay.
And then they would have to go through, and we manage it. They own it.
Yeah, if it belonged to the city, then it'd be
That'd be
a
different.
totally different, yeah,
Mhm.
and they're not gonna give it
And
up.
all the thing you have to look at there is what the insurance is gonna allow. So, and as far as, I've had some that want to come in, we want to put one in, but we want to put it right up here at the end of the runway. We're like,
Well,
so would I, put my house up there too.
if you take what, like Dr.
We gotta buy
Wilson,
land just so we can put a fence up there, let alone put a house or something else.
if you take like Dr. Wilson, when they put in almost $500,000 to build a hangar, and they did extend it, most of them's 25 years. And they did extend this one to 40, but after 40 years, it turns around, you got
It
to
goes
start
right
paying
back
rent.
to the, it goes to the
So
airport.
you've paid for your hangar, now after so many years, you start paying rent. So,
Rent back to the state for the land that it's on, or, oh,
Back to
See,
the
even
whole
our
Right.
hangars that
Okay.
we put on there.
Yeah.
After our lease, they get the hangars.
state gets them.
Yeah.
Made in the state.
Yeah, we're making money during that process. And we're getting paid back and then paying off the bond on it. But at the same time, at the end of the term,
yeah, you
if
can't,
we don't renew the lease, then Well, they don't renew the lease, then it's theirs.
Hmm.
So,
Yes.
Most states don't want, we don't have hangers, so it's, that's, favor.
the states don't want, the state doesn't want to have to manage them, is what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they'll get somebody, whether it's a city or somebody else, to try to manage them. That's the reason that state parks don't anymore, because they didn't want to manage them. So.
Thank God.
Now, if it lets up the state. park,
Okay.
it'd been shut down.
Your next page there, you're looking at the AIP request for the Pappies and Reels for a total of 60,000 on that. The BIL will pick up some more of that. And then further down, you'll see the BIL money for the Pappies and Reels, which is 105,000. Okay. And then the next one, again, would be. It's gotta be. No, be it Pappies and Reels, that's it. So we've got Pappies and Reels, hangers. State's working on the fence. We're working on those, getting them together. Right now, on runway 10. The reels are, the Pappies are out on the port side, left side. We've got a broken foot on one of them, so we've got to fix it back temporarily until the new ones. The new ones should be going hopefully soon. Moving forward with those. Where's the fuel sales report?
It's on that drive. Yeah.
All right. Oh, I've got, oh, that's the other one. That's the ordinance.
What was in June?
I'm sorry?
What happened in June for the fuel sales?
Oh, I guess that's when they found out we were selling fuel so much cheaper than everybody else. And we had a heck of a lot of helicopters coming in. Actually, you get a lot of sprayers too,
Okay.
Yeah.
a lot of ag
Oh,
work.
okay.
Yeah, because we were hooking up hydrants.
I didn't
for
get
them,
it.
too.
Okay. I was just trying to, we
Didn't
need
get
to do
it.
that again.
There's a lot of paperwork.
It seems like a lot of them turbines are coming in and jet,
Mhm.
coming in. Thanks.
Since we brought the price on our jet A down, we've really picked up sales starting basically in March. We dropped it down and we started moving with it. Actually, we dropped it end of February, but it wasn't until March they realized what our price was.
Right.
Y'all got the word out and they started showing up. And so right now we are probably, I know we've sold more jet than we have avgas. But the prices are not that far off as far as it goes because of the avgas being so much higher. But for the month of September, you look at that and that's not too bad. That's half a month. That's first 15 days. So.
Not bad for a little airport.
Mm-mm. Mayfield, we're working hand in hand pretty much with Mayfield. They do more to split with us than anybody does. And so while we may be a quarter lower on jet, they're a quarter lower on avgas. So it's
Actually,
kind of a balanced deal.
the last month, we sold more than Mayfield and Avgas. Mayfield don't sell that much.
I know,
avgas.
we usually sell more avgas than they do.
Yeah.
But they usually just destroy us when it comes to jet A.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's
And
because we got so many that's
So
based
many
there.
base there and
Yeah.
that's got a bigger runway too, so.
Well, you got the candle factory. They come in twice a week or at least once a week.
Do
Then
they?
you have Stave Mill. So they come in there once or twice a week.
Okay.
So and they all burn jet.
We had an inspection by Titan And they are asking, no, they're telling us that we're gonna have to put in a water defense system on our avgas like you do on your jet. So that's been ordered. Rebel is gonna be putting it on. That's the first we'd heard of it. And we've had two or three inspections, and they've never brought that to our attention until this year.
And it's useless, but that's what they want, so.
So, yeah, so we're gonna do it.
I've had them before, and you test them once a month. You pour in a little bit of water and test it, and it shuts down so many seconds.
Yeah.
Just make sure you never inject the water into the filter and destroy
Yep.
it.
Mhm. We've been doing a started doing Millport testing. Added that to our list of activities.
Is the car being used any?
Some,
Um,
we had a call this week about, or an email, and I've talked with the guy about it. And he's supposed to have gotten with Allison to schedule it. So a lot of times we'll take it out there and leave it, but I'm not comfortable with just leaving it out there. I'd rather, especially if it's gonna be for any significant length of time. That way we can do checks on it, make sure it's still functioning properly. And if we leave it out there in the open, I'm not crazy about that.
Oh, state police was there the other night, talking to the pilots and they was asking, and I said, well, if you'd called ahead or something, get your car.
Yeah.
But they,
Yeah, it really makes a big disadvantage.
Mhm.
Cause you don't think it's under that,
most of them think the car is available, you
I
just,
mean, I've been doing
you
this
know.
for 25 years and I've never flown in someplace you have to call to get the car.
Well, and
I've been at lots of airports.
I've found a lot of airports that require that now. I mean, just it may be changing, Doc, from what it used to be, because I agree with you. A lot of them were that way, but our insurance carriers anymore are not real particular about just letting a vehicle go
right.
and not knowing who's got it, what they're doing with it.
I'm just saying, it's a group that don't really, if you got $250,000, $500,000 airplane, you generally don't turn to somebody's car, you know what I'm talking about? It's a different.
Right.
Well,
You're,
I'm not meaning to sound negative about it, but I've also had guys with these high-dollar airplanes shaft me on funds and rent too, so.
yeah, that's,
I
that's,
gotta handle everybody the same way, so.
I'm just saying, it's most of the time you don't,
well,
you don't-
Mayfield now, you have to call in for it. Just call them ahead of time and they'll tell you where the key's at, which is always under the floor mat, but, but most time Brent now I'll just take your driver's license number and,
Well, that's what we do, just verify that
Yeah.
you do have an active license, it's not
Yeah.
been,
That's all.
and now.
revoked or anything like that or
And it's
suspended.
got GPS on it, so they know where the car's
Yeah.
at, so.
And it's all we really do is just set that up and then that way no one else comes in there and takes it out from under them.
Right.
Does ours have GPS on
I don't think so.
What's that?
it?
Does-
The car, is it trackable?
They haven't put, like, it could be, but they haven't put one on it.
Just go.
If everybody's like you, I wouldn't worry about it, but not everybody's like
But
you.
like I can think about like Memphis, I think, Little Rock. There's two airports,
Paducah don't have one.
Well, no,
Courtesy
they don't
car.
have a car at all.
No,
You think they would, wouldn't you?
no, Frank Shelton ain't gonna spend no money for a car.
They ain't got any hangars either, does it?
Nope. There you go. That,
And they don't even have, they don't, if you look in the future, probably the one place I think the airport really could benefit by is training. Having somebody here
To do
to do.
flight
Of
training.
course, they don't, look at for them, somebody that's, probably the vast majority of training is done in Mayfield.
Mhm.
And I guess maybe there's one or something.
I mean, Hewlett and Murray.
Murray's
Yeah,
got.
There's a
one.
couple in Murray that train, yeah.
But now, Justin Crow, he's been doing a lot out of Paducah, out of Mayfield, so Kentucky Dam. And Heath Carlton, he's in our club, so he
He's doing the twins now, isn't he?
no. Well, he's flying twins,
I
but
thought they were training twins. is
no,
what he
that's
told me.
Murray. Murray.
Oh, okay.
It'd almost
Yeah.
be nice though, 'cause it must be nice to have it done through, kind of through the city or something,
Yeah,
how about
if-
somebody, would have.
Well, if we had
advertising.
a little FBO, that would be the
If we've got somebody that's training out of here, is that the guy that came before the board?
From Westlake.
Yeah.
no, that's
Because there's-
he never went and got his license, so
Well, the individuals that are running that are supposed to come through you guys to get permission to do that. As part of it. So, and I'd love to know that they're doing that so I could funnel people to them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think that. Maybe wrong, but I think that there's a need,
Yeah.
there's just some.
oh, there would be. The problem with is they have no office to go study. And I guess that's where Murray and Mayfield, they let them use the FBO. They got tables to go study, and can do their ground school.
Oh.
Well, they could utilize the kitchen area.
Yeah.
And it's secure from the rest of it. We just need to, they let us know what we need to set them up in there. We could probably do that.
But
Get out anyway.
Terry's 70 years old and she's got more students now than she can.
Should pay money for them to leave it alone. I bet you.
It's like, I mean, she's booked.
Yeah.
And she started 4 last week. That's,
I keep saying, encourage my wife to go ahead and start hers to get her license. So,
That's kind of how you need. First thing, you got a teacher.
I agree.
Yeah.
He's got a good reputation too. Like I've had,
yeah.
I've got a real good buddy that lives over Mayfield that.
well, she taught school for 30 years. So
Yeah, she's a teacher at
And,
heart, so.
she didn't start flying until she retired from teaching.
Pods in this area.
Okay.
But since Al City quit. There's nobody for Duke. I don't know about these guys.
Well, I thought, Stan Hunter had talked about, he was gonna quit over at Malden and, come over here and start, training, cause
Murray, talking about Murray, staying home.
yeah, over here. No, his airplane's right next to us.
No, he'd be, you could get him to do it, or get somebody that he can prove.
Greg's not here.
Yeah.
That'd be a great.
So,
I mean, I think it's real.
Yeah, I
And
mean-
Then what happens? Then what happens? Then those people buy airplanes, and well,
He had it though.
Yeah.
they have a tendency to put the airplanes
He's looking
in
around.
that area.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
So it just kind of drops itself.
Yeah.
I look at Paducah and I say, they're not training these people, and these people start flying when they're 25 years old. They're the guys who are buying the jets when they're 50 years old,
Right.
So you're losing,
well, Paducah FBO is up for bid right now.
it's for sale, up for sale.
It's up for bid. I mean, the FBO, Midwest Aviation's, I mean, the airport board is taking their contracts up. So it's up for bid right now.
Huh.
To come in there and outbid Frank Shelton for Midwest Aviation.
Huh.
So
He's had that for 40 years.
he's had it since 91.
He's still gonna be doing it.
Yeah, because I worked there till 91 when he took it over and I quit. Yeah,
Is that right? Well,
because I worked for Sally.
Because I don't know when, when like that, but it's just kind of tragic that they don't have somebody.
I mean, they should have T hangers. I mean, when I was there, we had 100 T hangers. I started there in 84.
Well, I never see Frank there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him there. Because I just, I don't go.
See
that much.
Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff
All right. That's all the old business I have, unless you guys have any questions or anything, concerns that I can address. Wood tower's still working nicely.
Guess just need to approve the old business.
No, that's
Oh, no.
fine. We just gone through that. There's nothing for vote on that.
Got new business?
Yeah, you had mentioned something to me about considering going to a quarterly meeting. And I don't know if that was something that you, just so you'll know, I pulled the ordinance itself. And Carrie got it for me and we got to look and under meetings, which is on page 2, should have a copy of it on the backside. The Calvert City Airport Board shall schedule regular meetings as deemed by the board to be appropriate and prudent for the transaction of its business in accordance with the rules and regulations adopted by the board. That was done, that's part of your lease, a lot of that rules and regulations you've got. If you guys want to change it, that's fine. Right now, we're every other month, every odd month.
I mean, is there a reason to be here every other month? I mean, if we got something, I mean.
You can do a special
We
call.
can do a special
That's
call.
true.
I mean, I don't have a problem with going quarterly,
That's
so.
I'll make a
Make a
motion.
motion.
Somebody prove it real quick, like I said.
Well, there's a motion and you got a second.
Second.
Okay, now, if you want discussion on it, you've got time for discussion. If there is no discussion, then set your date.
I would say with being able to do special calls, I mean, we're.
Well, I think
Yeah.
you need to set a regular meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I
let's-
mean, that's, but quarterly,
Yeah,
but
But
if
if you got a
something
special
comes
call,
up
we can
and
do a
you
special
need to
call
meet,
as
I
they
mean,
need.
I don't.
Understand the
Yeah.
difference between the two. A special call is gonna be for a specific
Yeah,
item.
just,
And
Everything's
that's
gotta
all
be
you get
on
to
the
discuss.
yeah.
Agenda.
everything has to be listed on the
Yeah,
agenda,
everything has to be on the
Yeah,
agenda.
if it's not on the agenda, it doesn't get discussed, okay?
Right. on a special
On
call.
special call, that's correct. On a quarterly, it's regular, but what we need to do is set the date up and put it, advertise it in the paper. So that we've made that
I say leave it the same third Tuesday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what we're used to.
third
just
Tuesday,
every quarter.
beginning of the quarter, end of the quarter, what? January,
Well, we're
April,
already right now in September, so,
December.
December will be our next meeting, and then,
We'll have 4 quarters at the end of the quarter. So March, June, September and December.
it'd work out pretty good there.
Yeah.
First week of the quarter is terrible.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that.
Yeah.
Last week either, so.
Oh, that's why I like the third week. That way it gets us,
It'd be like December 17th.
Keep on Tuesday.
Okay, so we'll do the third Tuesday. Let's make sure we've got this third Tuesday at 4:00. 4 PM. In January, April. No, I'm going backwards here. March, June, September and December. So if that is
we just. need to
motion to
make a-
change the meetings,
You made a motion, you seconded it, Doc?
Doc made the motion.
Need-
Will you amend the motion to be the third Tuesday at 4 PM in the months of March, June, September and December?
Second.
Okay,
All in favor?
all right. So that will now be once a quarter at the end of the quarter, third Tuesday. And of course, we'll let you all know ahead of time. But if there's any special calls needed for vote or whatever, then we can pull that together as well.
We do have a breakfast coming this Saturday at Mayfield, if anybody wants to show up, and the
If
drone,
you've never made it, guys, I highly recommend it. They put on a heck of a fee.
Yeah, they do.
They really do.
we got the drone, it's supposed to be coming back, but
I never did get, I couldn't, I'm going, I'm gonna be here all stinking day waiting for him to put that thing together.
he's bringing it the night before now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so he's gonna bring it Friday night, have it ready to fly.
Does he sit inside that thing and fly?
Oh, yeah, he flew it Saturday after y'all left.
I got up on
Figures.
that thing, I got up on that thing last week. That, you talking about, no, what's his name?
Owen, Dean Owens.
Dean Owens,
Yeah.
yeah.
I got up on that thing, I ain't, what in the world, it's like a fighter jet cockpit, about like this.
And you take off straight up, and
Yeah.
laying
I
straight
was
down.
thinking, I was,
That could get
and
killed.
carbon,
Perfect for our runway.
the carbon, yeah. Those carbon fiber props that hit a feather and blow up. I
We
mean,
know the death rate in those are about 9
That's
pounds.
$350,000 sitting out
nowhere.
there
For 350, I wouldn't give.
People get killed.
You know.
For-
Those things.
for 20
80
minutes.
pounds, I don't know. but
Nah.
I don't
I think
know.
about
I'll say with a
200.
gyro
Is
copter.
that what it is?
And, but
Yeah,
you only got
I've
20
got
minutes.
200.
20 minutes.
That's it,
That's all the flight time there is to it?
20 minutes.
Well, each on props wasn't that big though. That's what
Each-
surprised
they
me.
hadn't
I thought
been
they'd be a little
done.
bit
There's
bigger.
4 on the front, 4 on the back, so,
Maybe better than Chad.
Huh?
It's not bad, really, is it?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
all
drone.
right.
Yeah, it's a drone, so
You
20
wouldn't be going
minutes.
very far. in it.
takes about 2 hours to charge it for 20 minutes.
It's
Got a parachute.
It's a-
It does have a parachute.
an
That's right.
occupied-
Well,
a man occupied drone,
I'm telling you though,
or
I mean.
a
you
human
get-
occupied drone.
He flew it around,
I mean, just any.
but it's
Anything.
debris.
Good, and they said it was good for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah.
It's that thin carbon fiber.
It's,
Yeah.
but he's gonna try to sell them, but
General, that's.
that's it, that was his
Yeah, it's
purpose.
just like
Yeah.
a regular.
He's gonna try
Yeah.
to,
The who?
But you're in it.
Where we got 300,000?
Oh,
Alex,
But and you fly with an
That stuff
iPad.
gets you killed, you know?
yeah, yeah, it's, you're flying it with the
You fly
iPad.
The whole thing with an iPad. I got enough problems with Apple. Put my life in the hands of it. I mean,
But he worked on that thing 2.5 hours trying to get it together and
It's
I
supposed to have a
wouldn't- it wouldn't-
parachute on it, but I don't
He had to
know.
put it together?
If
Oh,
it
yeah.
gets to the height.
He brought it in
it's
and straightened.
effective. I just don't know.
yeah, cause he can't fly from Paducah over there.
he's got it.
He's out
folded.
of time.
It's together right now. It's just folded up. So all he'd have to do is unfold it. When I seen it last.
Oh, it
week,
don't
was-
fold. They,
So they strap down with the wings strapped?
yeah, the
props are
wings,
strapped down?
the wings bolt on. They're
They disconnect.
What is this
same
thing
length,
called? I need to look this thing up.
but they don't fold. They have to
Dino
bolt
is
them all
flying
up.
car, you'll find it.
I got a picture of it,
Do you?
yeah.
All right.
I'm not kidding on the cockpit, but he's about
Oh,
like this.
no.
And he flies with an iPad.
Yeah,
So you just hold it
That's
up, put it
correct.
back in your truck, and go somewhere?
Like you do
no,
Mario
it's too
Kart?
big.
Oh,
You have to
yeah.
put it in a trailer.
You know.
Here you go.
We started doing some stuff with the HHO Carbon Clean and they're in the same, they get their space from him over at Husband Road. So he had it pulled up in the shop over
No
there.
kidding.
Yeah, he come up pretty good deal on that. Don't tell him how much money he's gonna make on that, doing that
Oh,
cleaning.
that's the truth.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
the truth. They're-
But Dean's always been like that.
It
He-
looks
Oh, I
like a
know.
gutted.
That shit turns to gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're getting into
Wow.
the.
Definitely
maritime
interesting. That's what,
cleaning. So that's gonna be a huge
that's
industry
before the wings.
once they figure out how to get going down the river with them. Cause they're not gonna stop the barges to clean them.
No,
They're
no,
gonna just run.
but the way he talked, they was gonna like bring the semis in.
Yeah.
Do those cleaners.
Have you seen their hydro torch they've got?
Yeah,
Now that
I've used that.
blows my mind.
We got it at the pipe fitters hall.
Do you?
Yeah,
That's the coolest
We
thing.
use hydro to cut torch.
Uh,
So,
Yeah, but it catches fire.
well, it's okay.
I mean, I
Just a bucket of water.
burning water. I think
It's
it's
cool
cool.
meeting out there.
Yeah, to me, that's a
Well, that's planned,
that's a
yeah.
wild thing.
Make adjourn to close the meeting.
Motion.
Yeah.
Make a
Who's
motion.
first?
Either one.
He asked for it.
Downtown.
Yeah.
Golf time.
Hey.
Golf
Men's-
time.
Men's league, last men's league of the year. Hmm,
We make a motion?
Yeah, yeah.
Like it, that.
Approve.
Second, and approve that?
Yep.
All right. Call it
All right. We'll see y'all in December.
4:40.
Unless you get something before then.
Is there any kind of program where you guys go out and talk to like high